And welcome back. On today's edition of the Hank Irwin Show, we are at Samford University. It's Homecoming 2012, and all the festivities get underway with the Bulldog Walk. Homecoming at Samford is all about people and good food. Food is everywhere, all over campus, whatever you want to eat and all you can eat, whether it be barbecue, pork, or brisket, or even goat. And don't forget the sauce.
And I've got Samford Professor Randy Todd with me. He is the Professor of the Year, but you guys have been out here cooking all night for this.
That's right. We love it.
Yeah.
It's a tradition I inherited from my father growing up, and we've resurrected it here for homecoming. My kids, our majors, the students who've traveled with us abroad to Greece and Italy and London come out here, and actually there was 100 of them out here last night at midnight. So they brought scones at midnight. That's the tradition. And they bring hot chocolate and food, and of course we sample sausage, and we pull a little bit of the goat and the barbecue out.
Yeah, I heard about your cooking. What'd y'all fix today?
Well, mostly Boston butts. I've done the whole pigs before. It takes a little longer. So we've got 240 pounds of Boston butts, and we got a goat. It's the first time I've tried a goat, but we did this in honor of our trip. Last year, George Sheris met us over in Greece and took us around his hometown for a few days. So we decided we'd introduce goat to this year's barbecue. Turned out pretty good.
How's it going?
Different. Yep, very good.
What does it taste like?
Oh, it tastes. Some people think it tastes a lot like the pork. It's not. It's not as fatty, but it's still got that good smoky taste.
Well, that is great, boy. I can tell the people in back of us, they're going down the line and they're stocking up. You must do real good.
They're having a good time. It's an old recipe that I inherited from my father, and I'll show you the recipe in his handwriting. But it starts out. The first ingredient is for a 100-pound hog. Oh, I don't see it here. I thought it was in here somewhere. But it's an interesting old recipe. I don't know how he stumbled upon it, but it's a real winner.
And you carry it on. You carry on the tradition.
I do. There it is right there. So that's his handwriting. This is a photocopy.
Now, what can you tell me about his recipe without giving away the secret?
Well, it looks like he would go down the condiment aisle and buy one big bottle and one little bottle of everything. Mix it with vinegar and ketchup and hot sauce, lemons and tomato juice. And so it looks like a train wreck, but it is delicious. It's a real hit.
So how long does it take you to prepare meat like that?
Well, usually I cook the meat for about 12 hours. So we started it last night. We lit the grills at 8 o'clock, cooked them from 9 o'clock until most of them were ready about 9 o'clock this morning. I started pulling them and wrapping them in foil to kind of let them stew in that fat. That makes it fall apart, what we call pulling pork.
Yeah.
So usually I can do that in about 12, 13 hours. Some of them cook till 10 or 11. I use a meat thermometer to make sure the temperature gets up.
How come you hadn't opened your own place, you know?
I don't do this for money. I do this for love. This is just a memory for me.
Well, it's a good memory, and you touch a lot of hearts, and people love your food, so congratulations.
All right, I'm thrilled to be here. We're having a good time.
Very good. This is Randy Todd. He is the Professor of the Year at Samford University, but he is a part-time hobby as a chef, cooking this great meat for homecoming. And again, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Homecoming 2012 was not just about good food. It was also about applauding achievement. And all across the campus there were special programs to recognize distinguished Samford graduates who had gone on to great achievements in their fields of endeavor. One recognition was given to Wayne Atchison, a graduate of Samford University, who's now the director of the Billy Graham Library in Charlotte, North Carolina. On this day in this program, he's being inducted into the Samford Journalism Hall of Fame.
And while we're here at Samford, we're over at a special ceremony honoring my good friend Wayne Atchison. who is a Samford grad, and he's being inducted into the Mass Comm Hall of Fame today. This is a journalism Mass Comm event, and Wayne is the special guest being inducted today in the Hall of Fame. I just had to say congratulations, man.
Well, thank you. I'm so overcome with great joy and appreciation. I'm very surprised, but I'm thrilled.
Did they check your grades?
I don't think they did, but I did a lot more here than just study. I worked hard in public relations.
I'm just playing. Wayne is a good friend. He's heading up the Billy Graham Library up there in North Carolina in Charlotte, and that's a tremendous ministry. Tell me what's going on.
Well, it's been open over 5 years, and it's a thrilling place. It's nothing like it in the whole world that honors the world's greatest evangelist and a person who preached the gospel to more people than any man since the days of Christ. And we see people come to Christ there every day, and rededication of life, life-changing experiences, and it's just a real high honor to be there and to see thousands of people come every year.
I know. I tell you, tell me about Dr. Graham. How's he doing?
Well, he's doing fine. He's writing another book, and we're just so proud of him. He'll soon be 94 in a month.
Well, I tell you, and I understand there's a special event that they're going to try to do worldwide next year on his 95th birthday. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's called My Hope with USA with Billy Graham, and we're going to have people all over America inviting lost friends into their home, and Mr. Graham will be featured on national television and one more time.
That is so exciting. He's touched so many lives around the world, and it's now such a great thrill to see somebody from Samford running the organization there at the library in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tell me a little bit about the library and what goes on a daily basis.
Well, the storyline is that we have the boyhood home there, and we have 14 huge galleries that explains Mr. Graham's 60-year ministry around the world. It's about a 2-hour tour. And it's like an ongoing crusade every day, 6 days a week. You hear a lot of his preaching in there, and a lot of people are convicted when they come through, and it's hard not to leave the place without knowing Christ as Lord and Savior. Mrs. Graham is buried there, and so the international headquarters is located right behind it.
Well, I tell you, it's a beautiful facility. I've been there. I want you folks to plan on going and seeing it yourself. But this is a grand day for you. All of your connections here to Alabama, I know it's very special.
Yeah, and it's special seeing you today, Hank. We've been friends a long, long time. And I'm so thrilled to see you, and thank you so much here.
Well, very good. Well, I want you to celebrate with Wayne Atchison, who's being inducted into the Samford Journalism Mass Comm Hall of Fame today. Very special honor, very fitting. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. God bless.
And we're going to continue our special visit to Samford. Stay with us.